It's Thursday and it's Global Arts Day. And our Global Arts teacher, Miss Carrie, is from New Zealand. And New Zealand is one of my favorite places in the whole world. And you know how much I love animals and nature. There's so much nature in New Zealand. It's one of the most astonishing places you'll ever visit. And one of the things I love the most on the trips that I used to take to New Zealand were the purple swamp hens. And they're purple. And they're everywhere. But in Maori language, they call them Pukekos, the Pukekos. So this story is called Perky the Pukeko. And I'm going to read you this story for Global Arts today. And think about these wonderful swamp hens that are found all over New Zealand. Farmer gave an orphan egg to bantam hen to raise. She kept it warm inside her nest for days and days and days. So there's Farmer. And he found an orphan egg. That means he just found an egg. And remember, when we find eggs that are alone, we should leave them because the mom might be out getting food and she'll come back. But maybe Farmer watched it for a while and knew. I don't really know. But you leave them if you see them. One day, when her chicks had hatched, the egg began to shake. A tiny tapping sound was heard as it began to break. A beak appeared and red-rimmed eyes and darted all around. But Bantam Hen and all her chicks were startled by its sound. I will play the sound of the Pukeko for you in another video today, so you can hear how brash it sounds. Very different than a Bantam Hen, I think. The sound it made was hideous. His legs were far too long, and Bantam Hen cried, "Cluck, cluck, cluck! This chick does not belong!" Oh dear, poor Perky. "Cluck, cluck, cluck," she cried again, and all her chicks joined in. Poor Perky. He just thinks that's his mama. He doesn't know any better. Then Farmer, who was busy painting, heard the awful din. He scurried down his ladder and raced toward the sound. Dun sund. I don't know how that rhymes. Imagine his surprise to find a new chick on the ground. Oh, there's the rhyme. I was trying to find how din rhymed with sound, but it didn't. Sound and ground are the ones that rhyme. Gently, Farmer picked him up and carried him inside. The hungry little Pukeko just cried and cried and cried. Poor little Pukeko. Inside the house, Farmer's wife was cooking beans for tea. But when she saw the orphan, she said, "Leave the chick to me." It sounds kind of funny to cook beans for tea, but in Australia and New Zealand, they just call tea a meal. The end of the day meal is often called tea. She fed him up on kumara and seeds and grasses too, and watched as Perky, that's his name, just grew and grew and grew. The bantam chicks had also grown but learned to stay away, as Perky could be boisterous when he engaged in play. Boisterous means kind of pushy and shovey. Not in a mean way, just in a kind of over-the-top way. We have some friends who can be boisterous, don't we? Farmer's porch was one of Perky's favorite playing places, where all the shoes were kept and Perky tugged on laces. One day he grabbed a shoelace with his powerful red beak, and standing on one leg, he gave the shoelace one last tweak. What do you think's going to happen? He's leaning backwards. Do you think that's part of what might happen? Is that a clue? Nope. It snapped! And though it seemed to catch him by surprise, he grabbed the lace and strutted round as if he'd won a prize. Unfortunately, Farmer didn't quite see it that way. He banned the bird from coming near the house again to play. Oh dear. Poor Perky. He's not in the place that he should be, is he? That's probably not the best place for a Pukeko, farmland, huh? Perky wasn't fazed. He found somewhere else to play, a place that he discovered quite by accident one day. While foraging for food, he found a tasty trail of grain. It led him to a wet and grassy, pest-infested drain. Oh, there's some friends who look appropriate for a Pukeko. Now daily, Perky plays amongst the reeds and fallen logs, snapping at mosquitoes and chasing tiny frogs. But there's another reason that the drain is where he goes. He's found a place where he belongs with other Pukekos. Wow, he found his place. He found the rest of the Pukekos. And can you see my book? See this? Look, it's got a bite mark out of it. And that's my little friend Gizmo. When he was just a baby, he got in my office and he pulled this book down and he bit it all up. but it's still readable and it's still a beautiful book. Okay, so today we're going to think about Pukekos. And I'm going to make a lesson video, and you're going to do a video lesson, a project on Pukekos. All right, have a wonderful day. I love you.